Hello everybody, Gerone Wright here, and once again you're joining me on my Gerone Wright channel. Alright, in this video we have an image up here, and this image is of the New York Central Park in New York. Alright, this image is an aerial view, and as you are aware through my many other videos, if you've been following me, that I have this paranormal ability to be drawn to images and locations and things that seem to have the underlying symbolic message to them, which is like a readable grail, which leads me into this spiraling effect of actually analyzing the scenario and bringing to you what I see and what I sense about it all. Okay, in this video, and by the way, people, I'm doing these videos live. I don't have no script. I'm doing this, I'm winging it as I go. So you know what I mean? So sometimes as I'm discussing these videos, other things are coming into my head. I have incoming information, outgoing information, and I'm like really like all over the place. So if I sound distant and confused, it's because sometimes I am. Pretty much that's the way it goes. All right. When I was drawn to this image, this aerial view, this is Central Park here. It's in a rectangular like shape here. Okay. When I was drawn to this image and looked down on it, the first thing that I saw was a DNA chart, or a cell, a grail for a cell structure. That's what I saw. There was no two ways about it. As soon as I saw it, I said, here's the city of New York, although off on the other side. Central Park is central in the middle, and I see this as a grail, a genetic grail, and a readable chart for like a cell structure. That's what I see here. If you Google the image, you'll see for yourself that all of these little placements and bodies in here that are actually separated and divided into this part, even the water body, they can be related to something in a cell structure, in a model for a cell structure. And I'm going to show you in a minute. Let me bring this model over. And by the way, people, we have rectangular shaped cell structures as well too. For example, let me see what we're going to go with first here. Here's a cutaway view of a cell right here. Look at how this is similar to the landscape here. Over here is the Harlem-Lasker pool. It's right here. Here's a close-up of that Harlem-Lasker pool there. And if you were to Google it, it's blue on the body of it, just like that there. And again, it is consistent with something that you would find in a model for a cell structure. In this case, I'm looking at possibly a bacteria. Now, this may seem strange to you, but I mean, we have a pool where millions of people attend every year, and here it is appearing there as it would in a sense of where in a cell structure, or as a model for a cell, it would be that of bacteria, which is consistent with the pool, because bacteria goes there, people go there, bacteria. Now, I mean, I know that it seems to be far-fetched, but you have, I didn't take that away, did I? I'm going to show you something where you have a piece, you have an indentation. Let me bring this one in. when you Google this, I'm going to show you something here. You have a section, a square block section. Let's just look at this as being DNA. Here you have a whole piece of the city here. A triangle, like a block indentation coming into the park. There's a building structure there. If you look at that building structure, it actually almost looks like a grid. It shows you like it was like almost like an injection of DNA with that city block. And then over here on this side, the same exact size square is pushed out of the park right there. It's like a building block, like a cell structure block moved in from here and a piece pushed out, showing you it's a message board from above that is showing something going on with DNA for the New Yorkers, showing you that the people on this location are undergoing a genetic restructuring, cell restructuring, and this is what it is based on right here. It's a message board from above. Now, again, I found that these message boards, which are in there almost like their rawest of form, like that with the Peruvian Nazca Lines, that's what these Nazca Lines have evolved to. These message boards. I found this to be with Vatican City. I found this to be the same thing with Angkor Wat from above view. You have my videos. It's these message boards that these things can be seen from below, and it then evolved into where they're utilizing the landscape. There's something else about this that I'm going to show you. That also in that park, I don't know if you can see it right. Let me put my pen there. There. Where is my pen? Alright, right there. So where is that mark? Right. Where's my pen at? Ah, it's right there. Let me put that on there. Where's, oh, right there. This thing right here. Right there. You see that? As soon as I saw that, I knew that I was spot on. You know what that is right there? You see it? Right there. It reminds me of one of those things for a 45 record. Remember those days of the 45 record where you have that piece in the center of your 45 record? Hold on, I'm going to bring it up in 1 minute. I don't know how. I know I better get my butt in gear here. For the 45 record, you see that thing right there in the middle of the 45 record? That is there on location in the park. Now, and I also believe that is crazy because that also appears, this is an overhead view of Disney. And that thing also that I'm talking about, that 45 record thing, appears almost like right there. Is that where I'm at? Yes, right there. So Disney has it as well too. You see this right there? Disney has the same exact thing, which is that. And I'm telling you, look, it is also could be linked to, but I'm saying that it's a model on a DNA structure to, I'm all over the place here. Symbolizations that are in Wicca and witchcraft. And what do you call that? Oh, it's called a Hecate. A Hecate. That's what it's called. To this. To a Hecate. Greek goddesses and Greek god worship. A Hecate. Now, the reason why I'm even dealing with this is because I have something similar that I have here in my area in a cemetery that creates this Hecate looking symbolization. Alright, I'm going to keep going because I'm going to run out of time here, and if I go over on my videos, I'm done. Now, there are rectangular cell structures. Remember that building that I showed you over here in New York where peace was coming in? All of this is a rectangular cell structure. All of this can be equated with everything that is in here. Now, as I told you, aerial views of Disney, go back further, you'll see the same exact thing. Here's another rectangular cell structure here. I have it upside down, of course. Alright, these bodies, this could actually be the nucleus. And how could this be the nucleus? Is because all life forms evolved through the water bodies of our world. So naturally, they would have a water body in the middle, stating that man evolved onto land, okay, and through the different cell structures that's being described here and undergoing right now, this is what transpired. And this is what this is stating. Look at this. This is abnormal. And then all around through this here, to see these building structures around this, you have to see the aerial view to see what I'm talking about. It actually is crazy. But there are things in there, bodies that can be associated with different, the ribosomes, the nucleuses. What else is there? The vacuole. All of these things, names and descriptions that are in cell structures are in identification here in colors and all. Let me come back up again. I found this to be the case with Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch. I found this to be the case with Disney and other places around the world. These beautiful landscapes that you can see from an overhead view, and it gives you detail. Even Michael Jackson's, here's a pool with Michael Jackson. Another thing too, seeing these pools from over the air. I was running out of ink here. The structure, the way these pools are created, people, this is not normal. It actually shows you, I mean, if I was to have a pool, it'd be square or round. Look at how people go through designing their pools to have a shape of something that is consistent with the cell structure and the landscapes. Meaning that a pool becomes a symbolic message board from the area, from the body of water that we existed from. And what people are doing are transforming their pools, these rich and famous, the ones that know exactly what's going on and who we truly are transforming their bodies of pools into the cell structure from which they evolved. And this is what this is discussing. Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch. Again, this is a faded image, but if you were to Google the image, the way the land structure, the landscape is made up for this, people, you would actually see some form of readable chart that references a cell structure. They even this carousel in the middle, they have umbrella cell structure. If you Google umbrella and cell structures, you'll start finding images consistent with this of what is going on. What I'm telling you is that these are readable messages that you can read. These people and everybody that I'm mentioning, Disney, Michael Jackson, I have actually linked them to genetic manipulation and genetic altering. And what I'm telling you is that where you have, this is a rectangular cell structure too. You have bodies, you have a nucleus. Look what a nucleus is here. This is almost spot on, but that creates this Nazca Harlem pool becomes a nucleus. And all of this becomes the vacuole. And then all of these little spots right here become the cytoplasm. Or, well, hold on, no, this is the cytoplasm, the park. I'm gonna have to let this go in 1 minute, people. And then the I'm gonna have to let this video go, people. I'm gonna put more in writing.